Hey everybody out there, Chris Cart's back with another Through the Mail Monday, the second to last Through the Mail Monday before the new year and the new decade starts. This first return's coming from Orlando, Florida. I'm not sure why I flipped the envelope back over to show my address, but whatever. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, you haven't been paying very good attention. Sam McDowell, Sudden Sam McDowell. They called him Sudden Sam because this big lefty had such a smooth motion and such a wicked fastball. This guy was a 5-time American League strikeout leader. Spent the majority of his career, 10 years in fact, with the Cleveland Indians. There you see his nice signature there on a 66 and a 69 top strikeout leaders card. A few other guys on there I might possibly get. Even signed the index card. Now, he does charge $5 per signature, so keep that in mind. That's going to go to the City of Legends, which is a retirement community for retired athletes that he started in Florida. So, fun fact, the character of Sam Malone in Cheers, played by Ted Danson, was based off of Sam McDowell. Loved that show. Sam was basically a raging alcoholic his entire career, lost his wife and kids after he retired from baseball, ended up living with his parents at his childhood home in the early 1980s. Entered rehab, got all cleaned up, got his life back together, repaid his debts, which amounted to about $200,000, quite a lot of money. I'm not sure how he came up with that much scratch. I do not think he opened up a bar in Boston. He's remarried, and he, like I said, started a retirement community for retired athletes down in Florida. So he's also worked in several consulting jobs for Major League Baseball, including sports addiction counselor for the Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. In fact, he's got a World Series ring from the '93 Blue Jays. So Sam McDowell, Sudden Sam McDowell, quite an interesting career arc, life arc, if you will. Moving on to the next one here. Coming from Boston, Massachusetts. Let's cut this bad boy open. Had it taped up pretty good. And we've got Jim Rice, Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Hall of Fame inscription, 2009. This card cost me $10 for the signature, and I threw in $5 for the inscription, and he obliged. So I think that's 2001 Fleer Greats of the Game. Jim Rice, what can you say about him? 1978 MVP, 8-time All-Star. His MVP year was incredible, 78. I think he had 46 bombs, 139 RBIs, 15 triples. Don't think his average was crazy. I think it was like 315 or something. But man, what a year he had. What a career he had. Jim Rice, everybody. I've gotten him. I got him on the very first TTMM I did. So double dip there on Jim Rice. Thank you very much, Jim. All right, guys. Next return coming from Tampa, Florida. St. Petersburg, Florida. Look at the blue tape. Look how advanced I'm getting in trying to keep my identity hidden. Really impressive. Really impress myself sometimes with some of the things I come up with. Let's fix this camera here so you can see. Boom. Ken Frailing. Ken Frailing of the Chicago White Sox. He eventually was traded to the Cubs for Ron Santo, actually, in the Ron Santo deal that brought the longtime Cubby over to the White Sox. About a 4 or 5 year career. Ken Frailing, 74 tops, 75 tops right there. Look at that, Frank Tanana. I think I could send that to my friend Tanana, and he would sign those 2 cards as well. Have to figure out if those other guys are still around and sign all 4. That'd be pretty sweet, but probably one of those guys is gone. Ken Frailing had an okay career. Ken Frailing, that just sounds like a degenerative disease, really. And he had a frayed bicep tendon, which sounds painful. That pretty much cut his career short. They told him his, I think this was 1976, they said his rehab time would be about 17 months, which sounds like a completely arbitrary made-up number. Unfortunately, he just lost his range of motion, couldn't pitch again, and rode off into the sunset. Thanks very much, Ken Frailing, for the signatures. I really appreciate it. Our last return coming from St. Louis, Missouri. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Let's do this. Hope you guys have a great Christmas, great holiday. And looks like we've got... All right, we got Sonny Siebert. There we go, guys. Sam McDowell was our first return, and Sonny Siebert is our last return. Look at that. Looks great. Mickey Lolich and Denny McLain both signed, so those are my next 2 targets with this card. There you have it. Sonny Siebert had a decent career. Pitched a no-hitter in 1966. He was actually the last pitcher to hit 2 home runs in a game in the American League. He did that against the he did that as a Boston Red Sox in 1971. There's his information. $7 per card. Frowny face. So he does charge $7, an odd amount. A prime amount, if you will. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this through the mail Monday. I hope you guys have a great holiday. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I put these out every single Monday. Hope you have a great 2019. One more TTMM in 2019, and then it's 2020. Can you believe it? A brand new decade. Pretty stoked about it. Pretty excited about it. By the way, look at those cards. Look how nice they look. So happy to get them back. All these guys that sign are wonderful. Such a fun little side project in this great hobby we have. So I'm done rambling, guys. It's late at night. I've got a busy week ahead of me. Lots of holidays, lots of things planned. I'm going to try and get some more videos out to you. Don't know how it's going to work out, but stay tuned, and we'll see what I come up with. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great night.